Hello, everybody. So we have a little story here. Let's see. It says here, a millennial private equity founder explains how the girl math taking over social media can help more than it hurts. What the hell is girl math? I don't need your credentials. Experts investing, blah, blah, blah. All right. Girl math is a viral TikTok trend where women justify spending with their discretionary income. So just buying a bunch of shit they don't need and then making up excuses as to why they did it, even though the reason is just to feel better. Financial expert Kelly Ann Wingett says that girl math can actually empower women in making financial decisions. Why do people throw around the word empower? I mean, you can empower someone to jump off a bridge. It's not a positive thing just because you keep saying it. Girl math is often about quality of life decisions and the impact of your value. Spending's value. Okay, girl math is often a quality of life decisions. Uh, sure. If you've been online lately, you've heard the term girl math. Well, first I've heard of it. Going viral on TikTok and other social media, girl math videos primarily feature women detail a thought process to justify how money is spent. You know, if if a guy started this girl math thing, he would be called a misogynist. But since women say it, it's fine because respecting women is only the thing that men have to do. What is girl math? Girl math is the process of justifying spending by breaking down big ticket items into cost per wear or rationalizing that using cash isn't really costing money because it's not coming directly out of a checking account. So if there's no paper trail, you can more easily slip into your delusion that you're not wasting your money because you don't have a reminder of where all your money went or how much you wasted on things that you now don't have because you threw it away or don't use it anymore. Maybe you have money on a Starbucks card or cash in your Venmo account. Okay. So that coffee or paying back a friend for brunch can be free. Why would you need to girl math coffee? Why would you need to? I don't understand these people. Derided by critics as a way to justify overspending, users of the method state that girl math has been around forever. Okay, but just now got a trendy name, I suppose. For example, buying luxury or big ticket items in cash makes it easier to put behind you because there's no paper trail or credit card bill, according to a paper by Christopher Batchelor, Zhu Chi Huang, and Joshua I. Morris at Stanford Graduate School of Business. Wow, a lot of people studying this girl math thing. Maybe girl math isn't a trap it seems. And didn't think it was a trap. Thought it was a waste of money. But financial expert Kelly Ann Wingett, the millennial founder of a solo female founded private equity fund. Okay, solo female founded. So that's just a fancy way of saying she's the only one that works at the company. Okay, says that girl math isn't exactly what its critics describe. What do you mean? It's exactly what critics describe. Instead, it can be a valuable decision making tool for women that guides choices big and small. Is it? It's literally a justification after the fact, after spending, after impulse spending. How does that help anybody? because you're trying to say, I know what you're going to say. It's the same thing that women do. It's the same reason that when the whole multi-level marketing schemes or pyramid schemes came around, that most of the people that were signing up for that were women, because women know exactly how to lie to women, and it's usually women that are cheating women out of money. And what they're going to do is they're going to start out by agreeing with you. They're going to say everything that you want to hear. You're like, yes, oh, yeah, yeah. That thing that you just said, yeah, that is totally, I totally agree with that. And then they're just going to go on to tell you to do the complete opposite of what you actually want to do. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I'm going to read on and see. If we can encourage the right situations to use girl math, then it can become a very powerful when navigating investments, milestone purchases, saving, and budgeting, she tells Inside. Already knew it. She's basically saying to use this thing to do something completely different from what it was intended for. You don't need to justify a spending if it is good. You don't need to justify spending if it makes you money, or you investing, or you making milestone purchases, or you saving or budgeting. You don't need girl math then. It's no longer girl math. It's just investing. You just see, they're just stupid. That's because where we see girl math being used most is in spending discretionary income. We are not seeing women trying to decide between rent and Taylor Swift tickets, but whether to get a $80 manicure or not. What's your point? And what value that brings to their life? None. None at all. None at all. No one cares except other women will be like, oh, that's cute. $80 for that. $80 for a compliment. That's pretty much what they're buying. From her perspective, girl math can actually help empower women in making financial decisions. When it comes to financial advice, she finds that advice typically is to stop spending money on coffee, manicures, or high-end bags. Her advice is to do the exact opposite of what you're doing. So it's no longer girl math at that point. So what you're doing is you're agreeing with them. You're like, oh yeah, girl math is a good thing. You can really use it for a positive thing. Do the complete opposite of what you're doing. How does that help? Things that are mostly coded as feminine. These things aren't coded as feminine. It's just the things that women are interested in. No one is telling women to be interested in. No one is telling women to buy these bags. These bags are expensive because women want them. Manicures are expensive, and it's a business that people can get into, and there's a bunch of places that actually gives that service because women are interested in it. No one's telling them to do this. The message is that those things are not worth it or valuable, and it makes women just start to justify those purchases. Yeah, those things are not worth it or valuable. I mean, the coffee can be really cheap unless you just want something sweet, and then you're going to the realm of adding a lot of sugar into your diet, and now that's a lot of calories that you really don't need. And you got manicures, not really necessary. They're not really necessary. You don't really need them. You can take care of your nails just fine on your own. You don't really need a manicure, but you get it because it makes you feel good and makes you feel whatever. It's all about feelings. The bags, you don't really need the bag. If your bag is worth more than what you're putting in it, what's the point? You don't need it. How much stuff are you carrying? The bag is pretty much just to show off, just like the manicure is to show off to other women. The bags is to show off to other women. You're competing with each other to look good and for compliments and for attention. And you end up spending a lot of money on shit you don't need. So now you need to justify it. Girl math challenges conventional financial rationality, providing conventional financial. How does it challenge that? It doesn't challenge anything. Just because you're doing something stupid that is contrary to the wise thing to do doesn't mean you're challenging the wise thing. People are just laughing at you. Providing a perspective on spending value instead of discouraging purchases. That's a nice way to put it. Wingate continues, and we see this with women that have income, not anyone experiencing financial difficulties. Oh, trust me, women that are experiencing financial difficulties still do that shit. They have people sending them money. They get on dating sites and they put their Cash App in there, or they're going on dates for free meals or whatever. They're having financial difficulties, but they're still overspending. Wingate adds that girl math can have a positive impact, especially since women have so much purchasing power. Women don't really have purchasing power. They just purchase a lot. That's not power. That's like saying a heroin addict has a lot of heroin power. Like you don't have power. You're the commodity. If women are using girl math to justify spending that doesn't derail their financial well-being, that is a good thing. In the end, it shows financial responsibility and actually taking a pause to think about the impact of purchases before it's made. But that is not what girl math is. Girl math is a complete opposite of that. It's not thinking about what you're buying before you buy it. It's justifying it after the fact. This woman. Instead of focusing on girl math so much, think about ways to secure your income. Now she gets to it. It's like, yeah, all that nonsense I was saying, forget about that. Hey, instead of doing this dumb shit, how about just, make better financial decisions? In your 20s, it's important to make sure that you have consistent income and then grow that over time. Girl math often translates into wanting an improved quality of life or to just feel better. If that morning latte, said late, a manicure, brunch with friends, or dress on sale that you will keep wearing makes that happen, or are they really going to keep wearing it? After 5 or 6 people see them in that same dress, they're like, either get new friends or get a new dress. Then that's girl math, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Righty ho. Well, that was pointless. Well, until next time.